Hey folks, it's Deep Dive Sunday. Just want you to think about something if you have a minute, and it's very important to me. If you follow the news and they de-emphasize what Christian thinkers believe, you need to follow at this point what the Biden administration is doing with respect to Afghanistan. It's vitally important to your future. When I say we really need to listen to thought leaders, okay, which are censured, here we go. I mean, hey, do you know who this guy is? Johnny Moore. Well, I follow him. You don't follow him. You need to follow this guy. You need to listen to what he has to say, because it's vitally important. Let's go and
the Chinese Communist Party is aligned with Iran, a majority Muslim country, with Pakistan, a majority Muslim country, and now with Afghanistan. With Beijing already announcing that they would recognize Afghanistan's leadership, and it's time for Muslims around the world, to raise their voice. And frankly, there is a lot of momentum on this issue. And this is why we will see some of the most forceful responses against the Taliban will come from moderate Muslims around the world who are tired of terrorists hijacking their religion. And sure, there are gradations of Islamism among the Taliban, but right now the Haqqani network has been given responsibility for security in Kabul. So the United States, the Biden administration is telling us that they are coordinating their activities with the Taliban. The Taliban has put the Haqqani network in charge of security in Kabul, and to the people watching us have this conversation. Okay, Haqqani network, what is this? The leader of the Haqqani network, at this very moment, still has a $5 million bounty on his head by the United States government for terrorism. The Haqqani network has been largely the intermediary from Al-Qaeda and other extremists to the Taliban, which the White House is saying to us, has been eliminated from Afghanistan. At least that's what the president said until, an hour later when the Department of Defense...
Well, let's get to some of the facts, okay? Hear me out. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get out of this program, but if a month ago, Biden told Americans there was zero chance of Kabul being taken over. That gave them a false sense of security. So why would they leave? So what's happening here is the Democrats are trying to control the narrative here and everywhere, and in doing so makes false statements that later turn out to be incredibly bad moves. So this is what's gone wrong. Not only have we left 70,000 vehicles, hundreds of aircraft, we've given them 600,000 weapons. 600,000 weapons, and are negotiating through people who have a price on their head. So I say to you, what is happening here? What is happening here? Well, let's go to the big picture, which is frightening. The big picture is frightening, folks. Beijing has recognized Afghanistan and the current leadership, which is Sunni, who are putting a price tag on every Shiite's head, and there are fractions of the Shiites that are Christian converters, and they are planting a huge bullseye on their backs That's on Senator Murphy, folks. He's the foreign head of the relations in the Senate. And all these countries, Afghanistan has a deal with Iran that Blumenthal is putting the Iran deal back on the table. Therefore, funding terrorists. Not only does Blumenthal have a part ownership in a communist business, yes he does, he owns the Empire State Building through a trust and his wife's family. He owns 40 strip malls. He's a billionaire. He's not worth 100 million. No. The Empire State Building's worth much more. And he's got all types of financial arrangements with even communist countries. Just like Biden. That's why they support each other. What about Bohive Harvest? What about Rosemont Seneca? What about all these corporations with ties to Chinese corporations like Dominion, which Jim Himes has oversight of? Look at Jim Himes, my congressman. I've been telling you for years that he's responsible for pretty much 500,000 felonies in Connecticut. Well, now I find out, okay, that the mayor of Norwalk is instructing the detective bureau not to investigate financial crimes that I've been pointing out to them for 20 years, folks. The FBI in Connecticut is orchestrating a gigantic takeover, okay? Let's look at it. What is the Bridgeport State Police doing? They're covering up Sikh complaints. They're covering up state banking and other types of complaints. There's a problem here, and I've got it all recorded. So I can't understand where the GOP is on these points. But I'm sending them videos across the state of Connecticut. And I think we have the endorsement of a couple powerhouses, including the Catholic Church. What's the problem with the Catholic Church? Well, it's not run by the Catholics. So when you look at what's happening, there are people where that are changing their minds about who they're supporting, and it's changing the party's established percentages within the state of Connecticut. That is a good sign. That is a good sign. Now, please watch my next discussion, which is very important, okay? My next post is very important. Have a great day. It's Deep Dive Sunday. We can't cover this all. There are hundreds of articles I'd like to, on a weekly basis, there's probably 10 I want to cover. Now we have 100 this week. So there's 100 articles that you need to read in order to get up to speed since you're being censured. Yes, you are. As I said, 200 likes and follows on a Facebook ad on this Facebook post on this computer, and which only has 1,600 followers, and on this computer, 5,000 followers and no likes on the same ad. And people are complaining they can't open the YouTube post or the BitChute post or the other media outlet posts that we're using. Folks, it's up to you to contact your friends and turn the light on. And I thank you very much. Flynn 2022, we have a huge struggle ahead. We have a battle ahead of us. And we have the right people now contacting us. We're supporting the Debate Tournament website We've invited about 70 candidates to debate, my first choice. We've talked to many candidates. They are interested to use an outlet that is not controlled by Hearst, by other media sources that are trying to change the narrative. You can't tell the Taliban one thing and the American people something else, because it's going to cost us lives. Biden is now saying today there will be other similar attacks where other Americans will die. That interview I was watching told a story about 6 American kids caught in Kabul with their mother. The father's in America. The 7 of them attempted to get to the airport in Afghanistan multiple times. The British protected them. Okay? The British are stepping in, as usual. But the British don't trust the Americans now. It's a problem, and it's very much undermines any effort we can make in the future, including what Germany is now currently saying, what Italy is now currently saying, what France is currently saying. Keep in mind, Paris is 38% Muslim controlled. 38% Muslim controlled. If the Islamic religion is allowing extremists to take over the Muslim population, the religion of Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, we are in for a tumultuous time. And I thank you for following. This is tar from a roof I fixed yesterday. Please don't call me anymore to do roofing. I can't stand roofing. I'm too old to do roofing. And I'm preparing for the challenge of my life. We're doing quite well. Have no fear. And the new caption I'm saying at the end of my videos is "No justice, no peace." I'm sending these emails, these videos, to all our state elected officials. And I need your assistance. Small checks, whatever you can do, small checks. Go to WinRed, go to Connecticut on the geographical map, find me, and send me a few bucks. I don't need a lot. I need your support. I need your support online, which is even more important than money. Thank you very much. I'm at 13 minutes. I hope you watch this.